Hello, beautiful people in the world. I am your host, Essence.
And I am your host, Alondra, and you're now listening to Pretty Perspectives. Before we get started with today's episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. That way you get uploaded every time we post a video.
To be talking about quiet luxury versus loud logos, and how that has been the debate or been the shift this year for 2024 spilling into 2025.
Right.
And we're also going to go over
our influencers, the new celebrities.
Yeah.
So stay tuned.
Yeah. I was told by you that you've been working midnight shifts.
Yeah, I had to work a midnight shift last night.
Your girl is on the grind, y'all.
Very much. Yeah. So if you guys see us a little bit, a little drowsy, it's because of that. Well, my end, and I'm sure you're tired too.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. But I appreciate your job. Like, you're making sure you're doing inventory, right? At midnight. You're making sure people have their coffee, in the morning. So if you guys don't mind, show Alondra some love in the comments.
For real, guys, come on. I know you guys see us.
Yeah, you guys do see us. You tune in every week, which we greatly appreciate.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the viewers that we have. But I'm excited for today's discussion.
Yeah, it's going to be a very, very interesting. We're going to spill the beans on some trendy topics and some trendy people.
Yeah. Well, let's start off with quiet luxury versus loud logos. Throughout the years, and I think everyone can attest to it, things changes.
Yeah.
And we won't notice until someone, points it out, or probably just not at all, I think some people call it the Mandela effect, because we remember something being one way, but it's
a
whole different, thing.
Yeah.
I think someone changed their logo. Walmart. I think they did. I could be wrong. I think it's one of those, larger chains that changed their color.
Logo, their color.
Yeah, their color. It was just the slightest off shade of blue. But I didn't even notice it until
somebody pointed it out. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I think it's been happening with some cereals too. I'm not sure if it's like the same thing, but I noticed it because people started pointing it out. And even on some Disney movies, for example, Zootopia, if you go and check, it's not called Zootopia. This whole time, I mean, I seen it as Zootopia. Have you ever seen that movie?
Oh, yeah, with the
fox?
Yeah, the rabbit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not called Zootopia anymore.
What is it called?
It's called something. It still starts with the zoo or something like that, but it ends completely different.
Topian?
No, I don't know.
Oh my god,
I should probably look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
But
I didn't even know that.
It's like people were saying, like, are we getting lost in something, or like we swear this was called Zootopia?
Yeah, no, that's how I know it.
Zootropolis.
No way.
Yes.
Like, can I see it?
Look. Zootropolis.
No.
And it used to be called Zootopia. I remember being called Zootopia.
Me too.
That's crazy, huh?
Yes, that is crazy. I think that's a subtle change, and it's like a little brand change, and they don't warn consumers.
It makes you think like, wait, hold on, has it always been called this?
Or? Yes. So I'm getting at this. We're getting at this to say that nowadays we are entering into a minimalist, understated, marketing, format. Nowadays everything are neutral tones.
Yeah, everybody goes with the neutral tones. Like we look over.
Yeah, I mean, we can definitely say it about Eminence. Like
Eminence, yeah. But for the most part, I think you can see their pop of color within the clear packaging.
Mm-hmm.
But for example, like Rare Beauty, what is Rare Beauty is Selena Gomez, right?
Yes.
Ariana Grande's, what's hers?
Rue, R-U-E,
Yeah. Rim, yes.
Beauty, yeah.
Rim Beauty, yes. And even Ilia too. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. Very neutral colors.
Mm-hmm.
And even with skincare, you can see like different packaging. They're starting to become more like neutral.
Yeah, like
than before.
Like Hailey Bieber's Rhode,
Mm-hmm.
And her lip glosses, and also Kim Kardashian's line. She has a very minimalist skincare packaging, and people are taking to that way of you know, aesthetic wise.
It's such a like, I mean, if you type out, let's say in your Pinterest, aesthetic skincare, what's gonna come up?
A lot of neutral tones.
A lot of neutral tones. A lot of neutral tones.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. But hey, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I love all of that.
I do too, but I think I mean, I'm gonna go back because it's quiet, you know, luxuries versus loud logos. Mm-hmm. The only thing that I will say about that is that we are not allowing creativity into our space. Like, if, for instance, I've been seeing a lot of moms, you know, buy their babies neutral colored toys.
I don't know about that.
That drives me so insane.
Like when I think about neutral colors, I think about, for example, a bedroom. Mm-hmm. You know, that's something that the base can be a calming, neutral, you know, it's your space, a neutral setting, but then you can add your pop of colors like your greens, your browns, me going back to neutrals, your oranges, blues. You can work with it, but I've been seeing that trendy thing now that moms are buying neutral colors
for their babies, and to appeal to their,
and they can't really see like color or anything like that.
Like, how is your baby supposed to know the difference between yellow and red?
Exactly.
If they don't.
So this color is nude number 1, nude number 4, the same color.
It's a hint of gray. This is a hint of white.
Yes. You know what? And a product that actually stands out, it's Patrick Star, One Size. Oh, I love that bright red that he did with the mix of pink. I think it is pink.
What is it? Is it a packaging, or is it like
all his packaging? Like, he has I think his famous products is the setting powders, the setting mist. He also has he has a whole line of foundations, I believe, concealers. Yeah. I think there's a little bit more I have to look into.
I've never seen his packaging.
You want to, like, it looks like that.
Ooh, I love the pink.
Yes. You see, like, he has liners. He's like, it's not just neutral colors.
No, it's not.
But it's also not a crazy, like, color.
And I love the reds. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so beautiful.
You see, it's like, it's not just plain.
Have you tried any of his products?
I tried his setting spray.
Okay.
His setting spray, his setting powder, and I really liked it because I think he focuses a lot on oily skin, because himself, he deals with oily skin, and now that he got his license, esthetician.
His aesthetic license.
His aesthetic license. He knows. I'm sure he's always knew more about where the oils come from and how we can balance it. But I just thought it was pretty cool. Like, okay, I feel seen.
Yeah.
Because there is some other products, like, what is it called? This famous, no, it's not Estee Lauder. The Lauren.
Lancome?
It's
L'Oreal?
It's a setting powder. It starts with an L. Oh my God, I'm terrible.
L'Oreal, Lancome, La Roche. No, not La Roche.
Laura Mercier.
Yeah, Laura Mercier.
There you go. So that one's a little bit more pricey, right? And people are, like, obsessed with that one too. But when I've tried both, I fell in love with One Size. One, convenience of the price, and then 2, I feel like it did the same thing.
That's amazing. I want to know if any of you guys who are listening or watching this podcast, if you guys tried One Size.
Yeah.
And if so, what is it? What's your favorite? And if
Product.
not, what's your favorite setting powder?
Yeah.
Because I know that I just ran out of my Morphe banana powder, and I'm actually about to go to Ulta to pick up powder. I have normal to dry skin. If you have the same skin type, comment down below what powder should I pick up, and I will definitely try it. Yeah, thank you in advance.
So you could see a difference right there when it comes to packaging.
Yeah. And even so, a lot of people are into clean makeup, like more simplistic, organic skincare. And I'm all for it.
I like it. I think I'm definitely hopping onto this, especially now that, for example, today I was trying to wear makeup, but due to lack of sleep, I'm like, you know what? Stop touching it. I'm just gonna load my face with makeup. I'm literally gonna say like that because that's how it is.
Yeah.
But it's good to see, because there's so much makeup out there. So much makeup. It's good to see what other brands have or what they offer, what works. Yeah, that's what I can say.
Yeah, I know that I have been avoiding, today, before we press record, this is what, the second week I come in with no makeup. It's just because I dread putting on makeup nowadays. And it before it was like a whole, I would call it a little dry spell where I did not I refused to touch a drop of makeup because it was just don't get me wrong, I love the transformation. That's why I got into aesthetics.
Yeah.
But sometimes
just the whole process of it, and then you have those days where what's it called, your makeup is not like setting how it is, how it usually does, but that it's completely different. It happens why? Because your skin transitions throughout literally your whole month. And that comes within, hormonal. Well, that's, at least on my end, I can just see it.
I can definitely.
And I texted you right throughout the week. I was like, oh my God, look at my skin.
Yes, you did. Yes. And my skin's been going through it too. I don't think the camera.
Yeah, you guys can't catch it, but hey, we'll be going through it.
Yeah, right now, currently, I am, but I'm here.
Yes, we're here.
Like 50% here. But no, I could appreciate that side of quiet luxuries like that. Like, we aren't, as just like pop culture wise, as society grows, we are not into full beat.
No, and I like that. I like that people are focusing more on the health of their skin before making it appear that it's like the healthiest, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
Because when you put makeup, that's what it looks like. Oh my God, like clear skin. Because that's what it does. And makeup is fun. But beneath it is a healthy.
Yeah, I completely agree. I feel like this culture today, pop culture, mainstream media, has just gone the opposite, like backwards. Let's just say that, because we started off with makeup artists putting on loads of makeup. Now in the year of 2025, we go to skincare.
Yeah,
how
they initiate that so much. Like I've been scrolling through TikTok, and for example, I get the makeup artist that today I'm doing this bride's makeup, and they take at least like 5 to 10 minutes focusing on the base, meaning the skin first, in order to achieve that like silky smooth, base.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, like they're actually getting into the whole skincare part of your makeup looking good.
Yeah.
It's not just like, here you go. Like, nope. Before, my mom would tell me she wouldn't wear primer.
Yes, I wouldn't wear primer either.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, look like I didn't.
Whole greasy pig. By first period. By the end of first period. I swear to God, I'm not joking. Your girl looked like a pig on the dinner table with the apple in the mouth.
You just reminded me of that scene of Shrek. I don't know if people know what I'm talking about. It's like the what's it called? It's when Shrek meets Fiona's parents, and they're all fighting with the food and everything, and the pig just lands in the middle of the table. But
no, for real,
yeah.
that's how I felt. Well, that's how I looked. I felt great. Girl felt confident.
I was like, what? Me? You're talking to me?
No, but I'm
Pass the tissue.
I know. But I'm so glad that now mainstream media is, shedding light on how important skincare is.
Yeah.
And now I would say it's more luxurious now. It's more,
I can definitely say,
luxurious.
yeah, it's a luxury to be able to have those resources to take care of your skin, and I think one important thing when it comes to achieving that is consistency within that, discipline in that. Now it's gonna get to a point where, for example, right now, stress is building up, and my skin is telling me like, hey, you know what, calm down. And it'll show. But I really like that now our generation, well, in general, everybody is focusing on that before. I actually came across this video. Maybe let me show you. And this just reflects how important it is to incorporate that skincare before everything. Look. So it's like 50 something.
And her skin is glowing.
Glowing.
Firm.
Let me just, so you could see the. Whoa. Look at that.
And that's nothing but pure skincare.
Pure skin. You can see it.
You have to definitely save this so you can show.
Like, this is what we're talking about right here.
It's being that quiet, luxurious skincare, or quiet, luxurious by minimizing the amount of makeup that you're using.
Yeah, you could tell like she's barely using anything, but it looks like her whole skin is like full coverage, and it's not. It's just the base of it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, we're gonna put it right here because
we can probably split the screen for them.
Yeah, when I seen this lady, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna save this. And I seen the comments like, I hope I look like this by the time I'm 50, which is what most of us are rooting for now.
I don't look like that. How much work we put in.
But that comes with, making sure you sleep well.
Yeah. And I think I do my skincare more than I visit the gym.
Yeah, I tried.
That's I will not skip a night. I will not skip a morning where I do not apply my skincare.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just like a girl thing, a girl math.
No.
I mean, feel productive putting on my skincare.
Yeah.
Is that a bad thing that I feel productive? Like, if I don't put on my skincare, I feel like lazy.
No. Now, can you compare it with going to the gym? I don't think so.
No, I forget the gym.
I don't want the gym.
My skincare needs to be on. No, I don't know.
Like they say, it's the end of the world. Gym or skincare. Not just because we're estheticians, but I mean, we're trying to survive for our last breath, and we're already gonna be working out, right? Trying to run away from whatever. So
at least my skin's gonna be preserved after
once I'm like okay, too deep.
Oh my god, that's very morbid.
Right. And we laugh about it like
it's true though.
It is. So 10 out of 10 skincare. And I think you guys should definitely incorporate that. Start with the, like we're saying, the most minimal thing.
Yeah, try to find clean like ingredients.
You see, this is what we're talking about.
But try to find clean ingredients. I would say, as far as the packaging goes, I don't even notice that. The only thing that I notice, well, no, that's not true. I don't like packaging that I cannot, that's not functional.
No,
Like, if
because
I can,
there's some like that. There really is some like that.
yeah, like if I cannot open the packaging, if all the brand cares about is how something looks
and not how functional it can be, then that's a red flag.
yeah, that's a red flag. And I would say, but that's not all that I look at.
No.
I look at the ingredients. That's the
mainly,
most important.
yeah.
For instance, this, I think we've said it before. The only ingredients that's in this is stonecrop, burberry, Cannondale, green tea, and biocomplex 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 ingredients in this product. Come on now. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So I would call this a quite luxurious.
This is definitely a quite luxurious
brand. Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you have your, what would you say, like, your more advanced skincare that looks more of a medical.
Like the cleanser that I had, the mandelic acid one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The clear, I'm like, that's why I'm like looking at it up there, saying hi to me right now.
That's
like,
definitely not minimalist.
That's not minimal. Like, that's screaming like, look at minimal, and
I would say loud logo, because it literally have the names, the brand's name written out. Their what is
purpose?
It? Yeah, their purpose
and what it is. Like, it's like big. Now with Eminence, now we love both of them. We don't want to say like, oh my god, like, no. We love both of them and they both work really great. But for example, this one, their name of the brand is really subtle, but they are also focusing on what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But even at the bottom, everything is subtle. The back is pretty subtle. Even the back of it as well.
Yeah, the back of it goes into huge
detail. Bold,
yeah, bold, and how to use it and the pH balance of it, and then it goes into the ingredients. And I don't know, nowadays I would say if you were to sit these side by side in a, you know, because we do have them side by side on our retail bar, I don't know, you know, what consumers would be drawn to.
I don't know.
You know, what would you guys be drawn to?
Yeah.
Like, what packaging are you guys drawn to? The quiet, luxurious skincare or the loud logo?
I think I would go with loud logo just because right away I can see what this is going to help me with.
Okay.
Rather than this one. Ooh, cherry enzyme cleansing powder. This sounds like good. It's a powder. Now, what is it for? What does it do? I have to go to the back. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense. Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a great observation, honestly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna keep this right here. You guys let us know, like, when you go to pick up your skincare or your makeup,
what do you guys look at first?
Yeah, what do you guys look at? I'm very curious to know. That's something that I would love to ask. I will probably actually ask my clients after this podcast. Like,
what do you guys look at when it comes to
buying
anything?
Yeah.
Well, not anything, but
well, yeah. Well, as far as logos,
color, logo.
Colors. Do you look at the logo, the color? Do you look at the leading
ingredients
or the word? The actual, like, what type of cleanser it is.
And I'm glad that a lot of people actually now look at what they're using ingredients wise than just what is this going to help me with.
Yeah.
And how is it helping me with? What type of ingredients is it helping me with?
Yeah.
You know?
I definitely agree. That's a really good question, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would go, well, I know these products.
Yeah.
I think we should probably put me to the test going to Ulta.
Yeah, because we know most of these products in here.
Yeah, so I think if you want me to give you an unbiased, like, pure, you know, review on something,
then we would do that.
I would probably go to Ulta and see where I gravitate more to. And I'll probably start to recognize that myself because I'm a consumer as much as you guys are, as much as you are. And I don't know what
Yeah, I never thought about that.
Yeah, what I gravitate to and why.
Because sometimes we, at least on my end, we gravitate to whatever's trending. But there's so much out there. So much.
Yeah, that's something. Oh, I'm excited to actually get into that, to
Like,
learn myself a little bit more as far as like
learning
consuming.
ourselves in 2025.
What we're drawn to.
I know. Who am I?
Well, another thing.
Yes, another thing that we're going to be talking about is some tea.
Some tea for you guys.
I'm going to bring some ice cubes to this mug because this is about to get hot.
It's hot. Piping hot. So, our influencers are new celebrities.
I would say.
In 2025. Yeah. I would definitely.
They're pretty much up there.
They are.
Yeah.
We've seen so many downfalls of, like, P. Diddy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that one's...
We don't have to go into detail on that one, but
it's an end of an era for him.
It is definitely an end of the era. I mean, what's his name? Shit, I can't remember his name. The one that before P. Diddy, the one that married Aaliyah. I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about. The one
you guys probably know more.
Who was in love with Aaliyah.
The
guy that
I've seen it.
Yes. What's his name, guys? I do not know. Let me know in the comment who I'm talking about. But him, downfall of him, surviving R. Kelly. He had like a little document out on Netflix, surviving R. Kelly.
So that's like Kelly. That's already too much.
So you know, we see a downfall of him. We seen the downfall of, well, do not come for me if you're a beehiver. But we're seeing people trying to come for Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, and also Meghan Markle.
Mm-hmm.
She's getting a lot of heat. And these are celebrities. These are
celebrities that have
A-list.
been in the industry for years already.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy part, because now you get to see, like, what's it called? Influencers. They started off by uploading on YouTube back then or Instagram, and now they're collabing with actual celebrities, you know?
Yeah.
And so quick, so it makes you think, like, okay.
Yeah. What are people gravitating more to?
Absolutely, yeah. Probably realness.
Yeah, realness. I mean, a perfect example, that movie that we went to watch, It ends with us. I remember, you know, after the movie was over, you were like, I didn't know that this was about domestic violence.
Because they played it out so well that you didn't even realize it was about that until when you watch the whole movie. You're like, oh.
So what do you think about now that, you know that it ends with us? And again, like, It Ends With Us was also like a movie. And it's a sequel. It's 2 books. I said a movie. I mean a book. It started off as a book, like a novel. But you didn't read it. I didn't read it. How do you feel about the marketing side, the press side of them telling Blake Lively telling you to grab your girlfriends, put on your florals, and go watch the movie? What do you feel about them not saying it was a demo? How do you feel about that?
I think it can be triggering for some people, especially once they've been past that, possibly, and they know the signs, and you're like, whoa, like, I didn't know this was about this. I thought it was about a love story or something like that. That's why when we watched it, I was like, whoa, that took a plot twist, because I didn't know it was about that until the end. I think when it shows you like a phone number to reach out to, and then that puts you in a perspective. Like, I thought this movie was completely different, but they didn't say that.
No, they did not say that in the press tours or when promoting it. However, it wasn't supposed to be like that in the beginning. So this film was done starring or was filmed with Blake Lively starring in it. But Justin Baldoni used his he has a production business. So he produced, directs, and bring to life stories. And his main focus on his producing business is bringing stories to the mainstream media that needs to be told, like women-led stories, because he's a feminist. So he wants to bring stories that needs to be heard out, and he does it with his platform. And so he brought the rights. He brought the rights to It Ends With Us, both of them, both of the books, and he uh, worked alongside, I believe. Don't quote me on this, but he worked alongside the author, and he put together this beautiful script, and he had this beautiful vision on how he wanted. Actually, when they were done filming, there was actually a poster board on how his version looked before they switched it to Blake's face. Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so there was one version. Hopefully I can find it and put it in the podcast right now, but it was his version of it. But allegedly, I'm saying allegedly now because I'm going to take you guys down this path. Allegedly, Blake did not like that concept, so she completely scrapped it and put her face with a lot of florals, the one that we were seeing now, as the main selling point, focus point on how this movie is going to be presented. And so, what we say this all this I say this all because after going through this and how he wanted the film to be, and Blake basically, I would say, pigeonholed the entire film. Everything that he thought the movie was going to be, how they were going to do the press tour, was completely different because, Blake had so much power, which it doesn't seem right.
No.
Like, how are
Everyone's part of it. If it wasn't, because of him and because of what he put that character through, then it wouldn't have been a story.
Yeah. And so,
or a learning lesson, I would say.
Yeah, like down to the very scene, the scene by
message,
scene.
yeah.
She had they had, before Blake came in with her likeness to play that role. They had already formulated a wardrobe for her and how the character would look like. He was trying to make sure that he was authentic and true to the novel. Blake completely did a 360 with her entire wardrobe.
That's why they're clowning her?
Yeah, because the actor was supposed to be, going back, quiet, luxurious, understated, wardrobe. Nothing too expensive, but she was rolling up on the set with Carhartts and red bottoms and stuff like that, and the character wasn't that
yeah.
She didn't have it like that actually in the book. So that threw a lot of people off who were lovers of the actual novel.
Oh, okay, that makes sense why people were saying it's not better than the book.
No, and I think I'm just giving you guys like a little rundown on how much she had
power over
over everything. And so allegedly, by the time it was time for the premiere of the movie, Justin Baldoni was not allowed to be on the red carpet or in the movie theater with Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively and the whole crew. He actually, there's a picture that's circulating of him and his family down in the basement watching the film, and surrounded by cases of waters and beverages for the people upstairs, right? And after this, a lot of people, during that time, have you seen that Blake Lively had so much heat in the press during the press tour of It Ends With Us? She had a lot of heat on TikTok and social media of her character. She had this really bad interview with someone like this.
I need to look into it. Yeah.
Have you seen that report?
No.
Oh, it's terrible. She was being so rude to the reporter. She was just A Wrinkle in Time, I think. I don't think, or the Time of Adeline. It's on Netflix. She was in this movie where it was a period piece, and the reporter was trying to talk to Blake about her baby, congratulating her on her baby. She was rude with that. She asked her.
She had a baby.
Yeah, she was pregnant at the time, and she was rude with the reporter. Hopefully, you can see it when I put it in. Hopefully, we can show you guys a little clip of it.
Couple.
Yes, I want to show you guys a clip of it. Maybe we can roll that clip. And she was just blatantly rude, and there was a lot more things come out about her while she was doing this press. Meanwhile, her brand, like her beverage brand, and she had a hair care brand, all of that tanked. So she wasn't making any money from it.
Well, of course, after giving that.
Yeah. So that film out about the reporter, and also her doing that press tour, It Ends With Us, and being misleading and deceiving.
It was definitely misleading.
Yeah, misleading, and she was being deceiving on what It Ends With Us really truly meant. It made her look really bad and tone deaf and very privileged, and she really is. She is a nepo baby, basically, and she has a hard time coming into terms with that. And she thought that Justin Baldoni curated a smear campaign. So she's saying now that she got all this heat from, It Ends With Us, and people were talking really bad things about her, it's his fault.
Of course.
Allegedly, okay? I'm all saying this allegedly because it hasn't gone to trial yet.
But yeah,
so that's what I've been hearing. And so after that had happened, New Year's now. It's New Year's. I wake up and I get on TikTok, and it says the New York Times have this headline saying that Blake Lively is putting in a complaint of sexual harassment by Justin Baldoni and one of the directors.
That's what I seen. Dang, she's a shady ass.
This tea is hot. So at this time, it's only a complaint. It's not a case. She's not suing him. She's just saying that she's making a complaint because Justin Baldoni was sexually harassing her. And she has so many, quote unquote, time frames where she pulled up that she remembered Justin Baldoni and this other guy that was part of the film being inappropriate. For instance, you remember the last scene, one of the last scenes in It Ends With Us, when she was, because I don't want to give any spoiler alerts if you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix, It Ends With Us, if you want to see it, by the way.
I kind of want to see it again so I can, yeah.
So you remember the birthing scene?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think it was a long birth scene either.
No, it wasn't.
But I think it's just her version of the movie, because after me saying all of this, she has so much power over it, she probably took it out. So one of the directors, I'm not sure if he was a director or producer of the movie, I couldn't tell you from verbatim, but he showed Blake Lively and her assistant a video of his wife giving birth, and she took that as him showing her a video of corn. What?
If you're a woman, you would know it's such a natural thing. So now if you're taking it another way, it's like,
what's wrong with you?
Really?
But the thing is, what? He's showing you this so he can show you how you need to present this film, right? You need to give this scene this type of reaction.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So she allegedly felt uncomfortable with it. Okay, you feel uncomfortable with it. However, that is not
a thing for you to say that.
No, it's not. It's out of context. So that's one of the things that she put in her complaint.
Yeah.
The second thing that she put in her complaint was her weight. So Justin Baldoni, and this is actually proven, he's having really bad health issues with his physical. I'm not sure where, but I think it's either his arms or his legs. But he asked um, Blake how much she weighs, because there's a scene where he had to hold her on his back.
Yeah.
And she was trying to say that he was shaming her for that. And then the third thing that she put in this complaint at this time, guys, hear me out, is only a complaint at this time, and this was literally New Year's Day. It all came down, and this complaint was supposed to be under wraps. This complaint was supposed to be private. Oh. How did it lead onto the Times? Who leaked that?
Her ass.
Like, come on. So another thing was, there was a montage that was supposed to be for the trailer of the movie. And everyone's seen this montage because it actually made it onto the trailer. Mm-hmm. And it's of them two dancing in a bar with people surrounding them.
Yes, I seen that.
And she said that, and this isn't, there's no monologue, there's no script for it. Uh-huh. So during the filming of this montage, Justin Baldoni supposedly made a inappropriate comment saying how she smelled so good, and also he did some sort of thing with her ear and her neck. But hopefully I can find this video and we can put it on the screen for you guys today. He debunked that. Wait, I'm going too far. I'm just gonna say that for later. Yeah. So that's what she's
doing.
Yeah, that's what she, formulated. And Justin Baldoni was like, "Oh heck no, you're not about to sit here
and talk shit about me."
Yeah, and spear my name like that after I spent, years
working hard and trying to get this together. So at the end of the day, it didn't even come out the way it should have.
Because he's been respectful.
Wow. That is crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know all that.
Yes. I mean, it's messy. And I feel like...
No, she's messy.
And I feel like it's sad because all that work they put in for this film.
Don't get me wrong, though, at the end of the day, I really enjoyed the movie. It was definitely a plot twist, but I think it was cool.
It was a great movie. I mean, I believe that, if none of this would have came out, I wouldn't have known.
Not known, yeah.
Because I probably would have known how inaccurate it was from the book if I would have read the book. But I wouldn't have known how bad it was behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. And this goes to show you the smokes and mirrors that Hollywood put out, the persona that it comes with, especially with being a celebrity in that class, and how abuse of power can take place. I mean, you could be following everything by the book and you still get burned at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, is cancel culture even a thing?
Yeah.
Now, since you have so many, and how dare she do a sexual harassment? Well, you know what? I don't want to talk too soon.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak too soon, so I'm just gonna let it all play out. Yeah. But the reason why I would speak like this, because it's more to the story. So after that complaint, Justin Baldoni lawyered up. He was like, "Okay, you're not about to,
do this,
drag my name in the mud. You're not about to get me blacklisted," which she wanted to. She absolutely wanted to. So he went on to filing, I think, a 400 million lawsuit against Blake and Ryan Baldoni, Blake's husband. And so he and his lawyer is putting together a website that is in the making. I have not gotten my hands on the website yet. But his lawyer wants to put out receipts because day one, after Justin Baldoni went to a meeting with Blake Lively, because Blake Lively wanted to show Justin a script that she made for just one scene that she wanted to be a part of, right? Blake Lively was there, Justin Baldoni was there, Ryan Reynolds was there, and Taylor Swift. All at their family penthouse in New York. And Justin Baldoni went over the script. He read it, and Taylor Swift was like, it's great, it's genius. I love this part that she, wrote. And Ryan Reynolds did the same thing, and he was like, okay, I'll go over it, I'll let you know. But
Ryan was the other guy, right?
Yes, Blake's husband, Ryan Reynolds, the Deadpool guy.
Okay, yeah.
So
I'm so bad with names.
But yeah, so he went over it, and as he was going over the script, he was communicating via text with Blake. And Ryan Reynolds said something along the line, I'm not doing word for word, that you didn't have to have your husband and Taylor Swift tell me that this was a good script. I know it is, and I really appreciate you doing this. And she basically said something along the lines as, have you watched Game of Thrones and the House of Dragons, and how, I don't know, I haven't watched it yet. I watched maybe one episode, but she was comparing herself to the lead character in Game of Thrones, and she's basically the key holder to the dragons. She's like the master of dragons. She was calling Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift her dragons. So basically,
so my pets.
Yeah, well, yeah, basically, and I'll send my dragons after you if you don't conform. Well, conform and shut up and take my lead on this, or I could have my dragons, quote unquote, protect you. Like, who even texts somebody in that format?
I'm gonna get my dragons on you. That's what I'm gonna do.
We don't text like that.
That is crazy. I didn't know all of that.
It's toxic. That's what
it is. Well, she's projecting the movie.
Yeah, it's very toxic. But another thing is he put out that complaint that she made about the next scene, the montage. He put out, or his lawyer put out, a scene of the montage. She didn't know that Justin Baldoni's mic was on the entire time. So he caught
his hours on.
So his mic was on the entire time, so they could hear everything they were talking about.
Yeah,
and it did not seem like he was sexually harassing her. Oh my God! And I'll probably play the scene for you guys, but you guys, formulate. I would like to know what you guys.
Well, yeah, what you guys think about that, because I'm sure it's definitely a trendy topic right now.
It really is. It's a huge thing. And what else can I say? Oh, turns out, now this is where all of my gathering, because I've been following this story since day one, since New Year's. Skipping to today, long story short, Ryan Reynolds is the quote unquote monster here. Allegedly, he came onto scene one day after recording Deadpool, and it's called the dailies. Okay, after each day, typically what producers do in a movie is go over all of the clips that was shot that day. So they go over everything. And I'm not sure how or why Ryan Reynolds was able to see all of these clips, but he's seen everything. And I guess he didn't like what he saw. And so he took, after looking at the screens, at the film, maybe this is just an opinion of mine, he's seen that Blake Lively and Ryan Baldoni had too much chemistry, jealousy, And he took Blake off set and went into their trailer, and allegedly they had a big argument about what he's seen. And from then on out, it was Ryan Reynolds who was running the show and pigeonholing it, not Blake. It makes sense though, because there was one uh, uh, movie scene or a press scene where they were promoting the movie, and Ryan Baldoni was interviewing Blake Lively's love interest. It wasn't Justin; it was one of the other one.
Mm-hmm.
How weird is that?
Maybe they had something going on.
Who?
That Ray guy.
Justin Baldoni or Ryan?
No,
or
Ryan
has something going on with who?
Blake.
They're husbands and wives.
In actual life?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Ryan Baldoni and Blake, they're married.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, they for sure want to get some money off that.
Yeah, but he has nothing to do with the film. He was nowhere to be found in the film. Why is he on the press tour of It Ends With Us?
That makes sense.
Right?
What if it's staged? It could be.
It's all fishy, and you know what? There's two sides of all stories, and then there's the truth, you know?
Eventually it will come out.
Yes, it will come out, and I wish everyone will, because at the end of the day, people make mistakes. I don't think Blake wanted it to get this big.
No.
I feel bad for everyone involved, because who has time for that?
Nobody.
Seriously, who has time to wake up
and hear these complaints
about you?
Yeah.
So I'm not.
After a long time of filming, the whole process of creating a project, and now you're telling me you have a complaint about me?
No. And I wholeheartedly believe it makes sense now, leading up to today, that Ryan Reynolds have something to do with it. He's definitely a part of it all, some way, somehow. But if he's the one that's started it all, shame on him.
Yeah.
Because you're bringing your wife into something that she doesn't want to be involved. She probably didn't appreciate her name being smeared in the media like that, and she probably genuinely thought that Justin Baldoni put something out, like a smear campaign. But I think that could have been settled outside of court.
Yeah, a whole different route.
Yeah. Because if that was the case, she could have waited. Like, social media is so fleeting. Once another tabloid come up, they are so done with you. They forgot.
That's it. Like, you're past your dues already. Like, that's it.
Yeah,
you don't matter. Well, not like that, but
what you did doesn't matter
anymore.
Yeah, and it wasn't that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Just rudeness. People sometimes have bad days. That's understandable. However, when you're accusing someone this bad, and that's a heavy topic, that's going to be on your reputation for life.
Yeah.
Because I bring P. Diddy and R. Kelly up because those are over. You're over, right? At this point, what both of them have to do is tread lightly during this case, because what's done in the dark is most definitely going to get to light, and they have to tread lightly. They got to really, get down to the root of the issue. I honestly, my opinion, I know that Justin Baldoni, one of the things that they want to do is make it public, because they went public. Because they want to clear his name. Mm-hmm. So that's understandable. However, what will that look like for both if you take everything public?
You won't take him serious? I'm not sure.
I don't
know. It's definitely something to think about.
Yeah, like what will happen? Do you think they should go public with all the receipts that they have?
I think so.
They will. But right now, Ryan Reynolds is actually ordering a gag order for Justin Baldoni and his lawyer. They don't want them to post any other. After that film,
Of course not.
after that montage came out and how bad it was perceived in the media, reflecting back on
him like that.
Yeah, on Blake Lively.
No.
But we don't know until it all plays out. I don't know. I don't think it'll get to the.
Probably not too deep, huh?
No, I hope not, because Justin Baldoni is a great.
Yeah,
he's a great actor.
It's not gonna be good on either's end. So why take it like that?
No, that's some hot tea.
That is some hot tea, and hopefully you guys know a little bit more, or have any other updates, or tell us what you guys think about that.
Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I probably missed out on a little bit of information, but it's not too much. I gave you the gist on what's going on and what's currently being, in
the socials.
The socials lately. But I don't know. Would you guys like for me to keep a tab on like that story and keep you guys in the loop of things? If so, put a flower into the comment, and I'll keep you updated. But I've been updated on this story because I find it quite interesting. I mean, I'm so into pop culture and politics. I like keeping up to date with all of that stuff.
And that's definitely a debatable subject within them.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, that was a good tea. Anything else you want to add?
No. But I would like to say that currently what we're seeing in the media today, I do believe that influencers are our new celebrities.
Yeah, I definitely believe that.
Because people are craving realness.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people rather see influencers than celebrities.
Yeah, because celebrities are very, very highly curated.
Yeah, you're not able to get to them and to see how real they are. And when they do, people fall in love with them more. So it's like, what more can we,
I like when things are unscripted.
Yeah.
Because it shows who that person really is. I remember watching I don't want to say the name, but I remember watching a vlog with this couple, and well-known couple too, well-known person, and they were going through the McDonald's drive-thru. They were getting some food, and guys, this drove me insane. I mean, it drove me to the point where I unsubscribed so fast. I do not keep up with them. So basically what had happened was they were driving out of the drive-thru, and as they were driving, they were, the straw little packets and stuff like that. The guy took the wrapper out
and threw it out the window.
I
hate when people do that.
Like,
you can't. I'd rather see my car looking like a pile of trash than littering. That's something that I hate. And I'm saying that with those words. I hate when people litter.
Me too. And if it wasn't for them not being scripted,
then you wouldn't have seen that.
Yeah, or highly PR'd firms and stuff, like, you wouldn't have seen that. But and this person looked dead at the camera when he did it. Woo! And I was like, oh, I would punch you.
Thank you, but no.
I don't promote violence, but when you see something like that,
it's like, really, dude? That's gross.
I mean, no. But I was like, how? And Jaime was actually watching it too, because I was probably just doomsday scrolling in bed, so he probably was watching. He was like, did he just litter?
Yeah, he did. Unsubscribe. No, thank you.
I don't know, but that's just like information that you can really know who you're supporting, because
you gotta look into it
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really good with names, as I said, so I just see and I'm like, oh, I recognize this person, but it's definitely something to keep, updated with. Yeah.
And something else, like Beyonce, it's going to be hard to cancel her because at a very, very young age, I'm not sure who told her this, maybe Oprah, but she stopped doing interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed that? She
Mm-hmm.
stopped doing interviews at a very young age, and it's because she did not want to ruin what she had with the public. She worked so hard to form that trust with the public. She thought that she could afford not to do any more press. Because one thing that she said the few times she comes onto the scene is that you have to know that as an artist, you cannot separate yourself from your music. So if you've done something wrong, then your music, your whole life's work is going to suffer for it. You know, it's just true. So, and that's what she's doing.
I'm sure. Oh yeah, you could tell she's not gonna feed into anything.
No, she's not, and that
She's
it's
gonna
a
stand
great.
on business, yeah, and that's it.
I admire that.
I'm not. No, I don't listen to her. I'm not. It's like,
I listen to her once in a while. I love her stuff. I love her.
yeah.
There's a very few artists now that comes out with a whole album, just drops a whole album. Now people are about EPs and singles and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but it takes a lot to curate an
do all that,
album.
yeah.
And you have to, as a music lover, as myself, I have to say that about Beyonce. She really does care and take time of the quality of her stuff. So that's why I say it's gonna be really hard to
She's not
try to
going
take her down.
anywhere.
She's not going anywhere.
No.
unless it's a hard evidence proof, you could put her at the scene at the time
Yeah.
or
But
in the video.
other than that,
No.
no. She's gonna stay.
Yeah. I don't think that's a bad thing.
No.
That's just me speaking as just a music lover.
Yeah.
I appreciate
and that's okay.
it. Do you have any others?
No, I think we went into good detail about everything that we wanted to talk about. We appreciate you guys tuning in with us every week. Let us know what you guys think about the It Ends With Us whole tea, because I'm sure it's a lot, and probably a lot will come. A lot more will come. But yeah.
Yeah.
For our YouTube
listeners or watchers, thank you so much.
There you go.
For subscribing. If you have not already yet subscribed, go ahead and do that. Smash that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can stay up to date each time we post. And also, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like, thumbs up. We greatly appreciate you guys.
And for our Spotify listeners, let us know what you guys thought about this episode. Rate this episode. Take a couple of seconds to rate this episode. And I hope you guys enjoyed listening to our TikTok.
Our podcast.
And our podcast. Yeah, both together.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.